Thank you for clicking on this video. First, I'm going to show you a vlog for my journey in the gym for the 90 days. And then afterwards, I'm going to talk about my personal review. I'm going to review myself about my experience there at the gym and the sad truth behind it. But full disclosure, this is not your typical video or review in regards to fitness with the before and after, but I do hope that my message after the vlog will still inspire someone. So let's go. So if you're new to my channel, this is my second 90-day challenge review. These are challenges that I'm just setting up for myself in regards to my own personal health and wellness outside of the movie reviews. And if you missed my first 90-day challenge review, you could watch it up in this link above. It's when I walked 20,000 steps for 90 days straight. And when I did that challenge, I did learn a lot about myself. And also with this challenge, I also learned a lot about myself, but it is different from that first challenge that I did. But if you want to watch it, just click that link. But with this challenge, it didn't even start with going to the gym. It actually started at home in my apartment. I wanted to do like push-ups for my next challenge, something in regards to building muscle. So I thought, like, for a YouTube video, for a title, why not try to do 500 push-ups a day for 90 days straight? And because 500 sounds better than 100. But what I didn't realize is that the first day I did the 500 push-ups, I was literally freaking sore the entire week after. I couldn't even do a single push-up for the entire week after. So that was a major fail already. And then in my small apartment, I was like, you know what? I always had P90X for as long as I could remember, but I never completed it. So let me try to finally complete P90X, 90 days straight, right? But I tried to do the first day and I realized, you know what? This apartment that I'm in is way too cramped, way too much clutter. It's just not enough space to do P90X to the extreme as promoted. So I was like, you know what, fine, let me just pay for another gym membership, but this time make the most out of it by literally going 90 days straight. This way I could get my money's worth. And that's exactly what I did. Now, I've always hated weightlifting, and this could be from when I was a teenager. I just remember my mom got me this trainer, and this guy was the real deal. Big as hell. I mean, this guy had to be in like the competitions of bodybuilders. So I remember when I trained with this guy, like the first and second day, I was sore as shit. He didn't give a shit. I remember I threw up. I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good with this. I don't care to lift weights. Let me just keep playing basketball, keep playing sports, because, you know, I feel like you don't really need that. You're good with just kind of push-ups and dumbbells. And that was years ago, probably 15 years ago. But around 10 years ago, I mean, this is proof. Look at this clip with me and two of my best friends. That will tell you all you need to know. My friend made this video, he put the music on there trying to be funny. It is funny. But now looking back on it, it's not funny, because when I compare myself to my two friends, you know, they've been lifting weights the past 10 years and it shows. And I feel like because of that, they've had like way more opportunities. And in regards to me, I feel like I'm falling behind in regards to like my health as I get older. Because one thing about fitness and lifting weights is that you can't cheat the process. Obviously you could take steroids that could speed up the process, but overall it's going to take you time. It's going to take you 5 to 10 years to build your physique, build your muscle, build your frame. And then once you get to that point, you got to maintain it. So no matter what, you got to put the time in. But now as an adult, I am the common gym goer where I will pay for a membership. You might see me there the first 2 weeks and then I'll miss a week, or I'm sorry, I miss a day, I miss a week, I get lazy, whatever the case is, and you won't see me there for months on end and I'm wasting money. But this 90-day experience made me realize, like, yeah, if you go to the gym every day, even if you just do a little bit, you try a little bit, you just do whatever, you're getting your money's worth. You are definitely getting your money's worth rather than not going at all. But my downside to this 90-day challenge is that although I did go every day, I can honestly tell you that I wasn't pushing myself to the extreme every day. My main goal was to see if I could actually be one of those people that fall in love with the gym, fall in love with lifting weights, you know, the actual process. And I also wanted to learn as much as I can. So what I actually did going into this challenge, signing up for this new gym membership, is that I wanted to get a trainer. And with Crunch Fitness, I was able to buy 12 half-hour sessions that totaled $650. And the good thing about these sessions is that you could spread them out. You don't have to do all 12 sessions in a certain month or every day. You could spread them out, do 4 here, do 4 there. That's kind of what I did. The only thing is that you are locked in. So whatever you do with these sessions, if you don't use them, you'll lose them. Like, you pay, you're not getting your money's back if you don't attend. Well, since this was 90 days, 3 months, my plan was to have like 4 sessions at the beginning of every month, such as that first week. This way, whatever the trainer and I went over, I would implement that for like the next 3 weeks until the next month, and then I could learn something new and implement that for the next month. And I told the trainers up front, right? Because when you train with these trainers, these guys, they want you to go 100% during the session. Now, for some clients, I think that's what they want. They want an actual workout. But for me, what I was paying for was not really the workout with the trainer in that session. It was more so to learn as much as I can while I have this guy there. Obviously, you can learn stuff online, but it's different when you have an actual trainer in person to actually show you the technique and the form. And as for me choosing Crunch Fitness, I was actually very excited because I never been to this franchise before. But the first day I walked in here just to get information, the staff was so friendly and relatable. I mean, the first thing I said to the staff was, God damn, there's a lot of people here. I was so mad and upset, like, what are all these people doing here? And they laughed right away because they know it gets packed there. So I did find that comforting that these people were laid back and relatable. Plus, they were not greedy at all. And I feel like that's rare when it comes to these gym businesses. They always want to sell you on something or sell you on these fitness programs or these trainers. And me as a new member, they did not force any of that on me whatsoever. So I did appreciate that all throughout my experience there within the 90 days. As I mentioned before, how I went to other memberships in my past, I've been to the typical, the Planet Fitness, to the LA Fitness. And personally, from my experience at Crunch Fitness, the reason why I chose this one is that I feel like it's a common ground. It's kind of like in the middle of the two that I just mentioned, because you have Planet Fitness, where in my opinion, it's kind of like targeted to older people or just people that have no idea what they're doing. They just want a cheap membership. So this way, if they don't go, it's whatever. They just waste $10 a month, but then it adds up. That's exactly what I went through time and time again. But then I also been on the other side paying more a month, like $30 a month at LA Fitness. And at this gym, it's a little bit more bougie. It's a little bit more boring interior, but they have the basketball court. They have the freaking pool. So completely different. Whereas Crunch is kind of like in between, where they don't have the pool. They don't have the basketball court, but they do have a little jungle gym. They have a room if you want to stretch or do those classes. And on top of that, I appreciated how they had like style. It had like these vibrant colors on the wall. They had these quotes. It just felt kind of very young and vibrant. Which reminds me, if you drop weights or God forbid you make a noise, at Crunch, they don't really care. They don't care if you're going hard like that, as long as you're not extremely obnoxious, you know what I mean? But God forbid at Planet Fitness, you drop a weight, you scream loud one time, they're going to kick your ass out. Oh yeah, they don't play when it comes here. So me as a new person, what if I, want to drop it? What if I want to go hard for a set? They're going to kick me out for that? That's what I never liked about Planet Fitness. But shout out to my Uncle Mike. You see, Uncle Mike, I call him Mike Jones. I'm Mike Jones. Uncle Mike, he used to be a bodybuilder back in the day. Now he goes to Planet Fitness, or he used to go, I should say. But this guy, he's still breaking records to this day when it comes to this weightlifting. I mean, the guy, he holds the record at Planet Fitness for getting kicked out. The amount of times this guy's got kicked out, I lost count. I can't be mad at him. The guy benched so much weight, and it's not his problem that he puts it back or it's intimidating, but the guy, he holds the record. Let me know if someone else out there holds the record. I lost count, but shout outs to Mike Jones. Mike Jones! And the reason why we call him Mike Jones, or I call him Mike Jones, is because apparently way back in the day, years ago, he was the first to put me on to recommend the rapper Mike Jones before anyone knew about Mike Jones. I was like, Uncle Mike, how the hell you know about Mike Jones?
In the beginning, meaning like 05, 06, 2005, 2006, I was like 310, 320 pounds, like big, yeah. But like 2009, 2010, I started going to the gym, running on the treadmill, like hour, into it. 50 minutes, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, running. Next thing you know, I lost 50 pounds. Wow. And when I lost 50 pounds, we came up with the song Drop and Give Me 50. Drop and give me 50, girl, drop and give me 50. Your mama right there, bad, she drop it and shake it fast. I was like, man, I lost 50 now. Y'all got to lose 50 now.
You see, even Mike Jones made a song about losing weight. Congrats to him. I wonder if my Uncle Mike Jones knows about Mike Jones making this record about weight loss. He never told me about that. He must be missing out. They got to get together, both Mike Jones, and figure this out. Come out with a remix for this new weight loss song. Because I need to listen to it. Because I need to get on Mike Jones' level, both of them. Mike Jones! Now back to Crunch Fitness. On top of what I mentioned, they also have a sauna, a tanning booth, and a hydro massage. Now the tanning booth, I did not go tanning. I just put that little snippet in there just to tease you guys. But the hydro massage, absolutely fell in love with it because I never got a massage like that before. So the water you could control. It goes all up and down your body. You could control the pressure and the speed where you wanted to target your body. So that hydro massage is something I would probably do once a week, if not more, because it helps when you're sore. And overall, it's just relaxing because they do give you 10 minutes where you could just go in this little room, and it's one of the best experiences. So if you go to Crunch, you gotta try the hydro massage. But now the sauna. The sauna is one of the best experiences in the world if you want to really, drench your body with sweat. You know what I mean? We've all been in the sauna before. Now, this sauna, I have a love-hate relationship with it because obviously, if there's nobody really in there, you could relax, you could just chill, but when it's packed, when it's a damn sausage fest, it's not for me. It's just too much going on. I'm not trying to stand with a group of guys like that in a confined space. It's just too much. It's just too much. Plus, there was one day, I will never forget it. It was life-changing. I went in there, too many guys. I walked right back out. Next thing you know, I'm walking to my car. I usually listen to AirPods. I only had one AirPod. I couldn't find my other AirPod. I said, oh shit. So I went back into the gym. I retraced all my steps until I realized, I did walk in and out of that sauna with all those dudes. Now, if that AirPod fell on the ground in that nasty sauna with all the sweat, hell no, it is not worth it. So literally the next day, I went to Walmart and I invested, these are investments, I invested in one of those big over-the-ear headphones, the Bose headphones, noise canceling. I never had like noise canceling headphones before. Now, once I bought these headphones, complete life changer in regards to this 90-day challenge and myself personally. It was like a new world. Thank God for the noise canceling headphones. Because the AirPods, although they're very small, they're out the way, they're not like over your head. The AirPods, I believe they do have noise canceling, but I had like the cheap stem original ones. It doesn't cancel out the loudness in the gym. The gym is loud as shit from like the machines, people talking, the freaking music blasting. But once you put these on, it literally cancels out all of that. All you hear is your music, crystal clear. And when I say this was like a new world, like game-changing, life-changing, it's because when I had these headphones in the gym, in this space, it reduced my anxiety from like 100% down to like 30%. I'm telling you guys, because I realized throughout this experience in my life and while doing this gym challenge for 90 days straight, this is the moral of the story with me personally. I thought I always hated lifting weights, hated going to the gym. And I think what I truly realized, maybe other people can relate, is that I hate being around a lot of people, especially with something that I don't want to do in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I realized. It was like an eye opener. So when I put these headphones on, it's kind of like everybody disappeared. I was like in my own zone, in my own world. And I feel like I was really asking my family and friends, like, do I have social anxiety? Is that why like I don't step out and about and go to all these places or go to the gym every day? But then when I talk to like the average gym goer, everyone hates busy time at the gym. No one wants to wait for a freaking machine or be around all these people. So I think that is normal to not want to be around all these people at the gym. I think we do prefer less people at the gym, which also brings me to my next point, is that I actually went to the gym late at night because there was just less people there. But then it's kind of hard to do all your stuff throughout the day, and it's like, oh shit, it's 9-10 o'clock at night, I gotta go to the gym to get that in. And that was a challenge, but that's what I did for like 80% of the times. Like 75-80% of the days I went late at night because I prefer if there's less people, regardless I had the new headphones or not, because still like I don't want to wait for a machine and I just don't want to be around a lot of freaking people. So both of those, obviously the noise canceling does help in general, but also just not being around a lot of people, that helps a lot too. But now when it comes to the actual weightlifting, like my progress in the gym, me personally, I was overconfident at first, not by a long shot. It's like, I think I could easily do 135 on flat bench press, 45 plate on each side. I did that once in the past years ago. I'm pretty sure I could do that again. That should be like the standard every man should strive for. And like I said back in the day, because I do remember when I was in college playing basketball, I was doing that. But looking back on it, like I feel like I've wasted 10 years of my life, or even back then when I played basketball. If I really took weightlifting seriously, I feel like that would have made me a better basketball player at that level. Because when it comes to mental toughness and confidence, it's okay that you have that. That would take you some distance. But at the end of the day, we all need physical strength to push us to that next level of competition or just everyday life. When I was doing my first lift, as you saw from the vlog, because I try to show you guys like my progression on flat bench press, just as like a typical exercise to show the progression throughout the vlog of my strength increase, which I hope people got a grasp of. But yo, like that first lift, I was able to do a few reps, but I could only do it for like 100 pounds, the 25 on each side. I was so freaking embarrassed because I'm over here like shaking. And you got these other guys that are lifting heavy ass weight, and I can't even do like the 45. I'm down to 25 on each side. That was embarrassing. But what's actually more embarrassing is that I remember I was doing a set. I was all by myself. There was a few guys around, whatever. And with bench press, they have 2 racks. Like you obviously want to lift it on the top rack, you know, to just set it there. But they do have a bottom rack as like a safety rack. I couldn't lift up on the top rack. I was not freaking out, but I was like, oh shit. So I had no point to put on the bottom rack. The thing with the bottom rack is, and why it's embarrassing, is that I had to take off the big headphones I was telling you about, the Bose, and like I had to slide out. I was really embarrassed, but I realized that no one's really looking at you in the first place. No one's really judging you in the first place. If anything, guys that work out all the time, they're probably just more so concerned if you're okay, because no one wants to see somebody get hurt while lifting. And I think everyone is there to help themselves, but also help each other in regards to just safety and growing. But after that, I was kind of always intimidated or somewhat scared to lift really heavy and like max out or rep till failure, like on the free weights, on the bench press. And I remember my trainer said it's best to stay on the bench press, just to use gravity as just to help you with that. This way you could balance it and get just more balance and strength. Whereas the Smith machine, you always have it there as safety, and the pulleys, it's like with the standard bench press, you could just lift way more. Whereas the Smith machine, it's kind of holding you back a little bit. But I think going forward, I will go on the Smith machine at a security for myself. And then whenever I feel like I'm ready to go out there again, I'll probably do that. But what I'm getting at is, I realized with my progression, what I found interesting and what I learned about growth, especially with like building muscle, building strength, is that without a spotter, if I could do 10 reps of a certain weight, it's like, okay, now I can add 10 pounds on each side and do like about 3 reps max. But at least with 3 reps, you know, you could kind of figure it out if you get the first 2 out the way. And the third one, if you could just barely get that, I feel like that's a good starting point to just build up to that next 10 rep so that I can add on more weight the next time. That's how I realized that I learned and tracked what was best for me. But now I would say around day 50, like midway between the challenge, when I took that recording of me in the mirror, I would say that was the most when I saw myself have the best like muscle growth and body change. And I did kind of freak out at first when I gained 8 pounds of muscle in a month. That was insane. I'm assuming it's muscle because I was going hard that first month or two. Now, I also was eating a lot of crap. So obviously with the weight gain, if you're working out, putting on muscle, maybe some of it is also fat. Because my diet was the same, you guys. And that's what really held me back this whole challenge, which I'm okay with, but I'm not okay with because I was eating like shit, eating a lot of fast food as normal. I was also eating out at restaurants on the weekends because I had family in town. So when you have family in town, you like to have fun. You like to go out places, try new foods, go to the same restaurants, enjoy the food you love. So I kind of knew what I was doing, but I was still going to the gym every day. But I realized that probably did hurt my results in the end. And in the end, I did max out on bench press around 155, which is the 45 plus 10 on each side. Now that was the most I've ever lifted because I mean, like I said, back in the day, the most I ever did was like 135, which is 145 plates. So for me to add on the 10 pound extra, it was actually proof, and I was proud of myself. It's like, okay, we made it past wherever I was in the past, and I could see like the pattern if I wanted to keep going, that it is possible to increase the weight on bench press. But unfortunately for me, that's probably pathetic to people that go to the gym, guys that are way stronger. I mean, that's not really a good max for someone who's been going to the gym for 90 days. So I was not super impressed with like the before and after, and also like the numbers, but I expected that with how I went into this challenge, that, you know, my goal wasn't to like have a crazy body transformation. Like I said, it was mostly to see if I could have this different feeling towards the gym, this different love towards the gym and my body. And although I did learn a lot, I feel like that's where, you know, that's the sad truth behind it. And my trainer at the beginning, he kept asking like, you should track your calories. I'm like, that's too much. I don't care to do that. I'm just here to learn new techniques, new machines. I'm just trying to learn as much as possible in regards to the gym, like the exercises. Now it's obvious, I'm realizing that diet is way more important than just going to the gym. Obviously going to the gym, lifting as much as you can is gonna help, But if you're eating like crap and then you do like half-ass workout at the gym, it's not really canceling it out. You're not really improving your health. If anything, you're just staying the same, if not still going backwards. Because since I went every day, I'll be honest with you guys, not most days, but a few of the days, if I was busy, I had crazy days, like shit, I gotta go to the gym. It's just for my personal goal, my personal challenge. There would be days where I went to the gym for like maybe 20 minutes, a half hour, and I would just do cardio, or I would just do the sauna, or even the massage. So it's not like I was lifting weights every day. There were multiple days where I just did that, like the basic stuff. And as I just previously mentioned, you know, my goal was to see if I had a love for the gym, a love for working out to continue after these 90 days. And some of my family and friends called it, but this is the main sad truth, is that after the 90 days, I did stop going. And I know that's pathetic, because like who the hell does that for 90 days and just stops? But I'm gonna explain why. And don't get me wrong, because I still do go like rarely to try to get back into it. But it's like I'm my old self again, where I'll go for a day or two, I'm like, I forget about it. I'll go again next week or next month. Like it's kind of getting to that place where it's pretty bad, but I know I gotta stop doing this, because with time, before you know it, months go by, a year go by, and what progress did you even have? Whereas even in my 90-day challenge, there was some growth, even though I didn't go extremely hard every day. But the reason why, and these reasons are obviously excuses. So what's special about this 90-day challenge is that on my last day, my 90th day, was the first day that this particular gym was renovating the gym. If you look at the last clip, they have the mirrors covered, and they pretty much started renovation on that day. And I found that day so bittersweet. Like I was so proud of myself. And I also realized that, you know, change is inevitable. Whether you like it or not, people are going to change, things are going to change, places are going to change, like this business. So what happened was they swapped everything around. So I got so comfortable and so confident to how things were in that gym. I felt like, you know, I liked it that way. And when they swapped like the bench presses, put them on the other side, they put the squat rack on the other side, I was not a fan of that style whatsoever. And since it was my last day there, I was like, you know what, they're renovating. I'll come back a few days from now. My parents are about to leave. I'm about to move into my new spot. I'll give it a few days. You know what happens then, right? Yeah. When I talk to most of the employees there, they're going to say, obviously, or they did say, oh, I love the new layout. I love it so much. It's much better. And I do think that's because they love it there. They love working out. And what's sad is that I don't think I could say that from my perspective, right? Because although I went every day and I learned a lot about myself, I learned a lot about working out, and I even learned a lot about like the anxiety, right? It's not so much me hating to lift weights or working out or showing up. It's more so being around all those damn people. As I mentioned before, and I think this is what get people over that hump, is their gains, right? It's how they look at themselves in the mirror. Now for me, although I saw like a few gains, not even like newbie gains or baby gains, just like a slight change. You saw the before and after. It's not much, because I knew I wasn't really pushing myself. I feel like because I didn't see those massive gains where it's like, wow, this is crazy. I look completely different. I'm excited. I'm going to keep going. Because of that, because I didn't like reach my full potential or my peak, I feel like that's why I did not fall in love with the gym, or at least the process. So that could be why. And we're now in November. And when I did this challenge, it was a few months ago in the summer. So what I realized when I stopped, like a few weeks, yo, I'm telling you, you guys probably know if you go to the gym, it's like everything I did never happened in the first place, because I lost all my gains that I just mentioned. It wasn't big gains, but I feel like I lost it entirely. I was back to where I started physically. Strength-wise, it's probably, that probably fell off too. But that alone, of how quickly your body could just go back to its normal self if you stop lifting, that killed my motivation too. That's just being honest. And I think the excuse I keep telling myself to like getting back in the gym is that like I'm skinny fat, right? And I can eat all the crap I want. Everything will be okay. Yeah, I got a little gut. It's not horrible. I'm not extremely obese, but yet if you have weight such as me at 190, even though I'm skinny fat, for my height at like 5'11", that's bad weight. Whereas you have guys that are so muscular and they weigh less than me. I can never figure that shit out. It's crazy. I just know like I'm 32 years old now, and it's only going to get worse and worse if I don't start making the changes now, especially as a man. So even one of my other friends, he was saying, well, maybe the gym and lifting weights like that is not your sport. It's not for you or your type of fitness. Maybe you should get back into sports like basketball, or maybe even fighting. You know, a lot of guys do boxing, jiu-jitsu. That could be another alternative. Because when I was younger, I've always been skinny, and I just played basketball every day after high school. And now that I'm an adult, you know, I'm out in the workforce, like these past 10 years, I'm just freaking working 40 hours a week at a desk, eating shit. That stuff is gonna catch up to you. And it has. I'm honestly getting sick of it. I'm fucking sick of it, because this 90-day challenge, if anything, it woke me up to just stop caring what other people think. Outside the gym, inside the gym, who gives a shit? And since I'm new to the gym, as in trying to be very consistent, when I was doing like these training sessions, you know, these trainers, they always emphasize like proper form, even guys online, right? Proper form, proper technique. But with these trainers, it's like you're never perfect. You never have a perfect form. You know, there's always something you can learn or add on to, or you're kind of off. Put it more at this angle. Stuff like that is getting to the point where it freaking annoys me. It really got me like this.
All right, Lou, eye on the ball.
Head still.
Bend your knees.
Left arm straight.
You saw how Tom did it. Just relax.
I am relaxed!
And it's holding me back. I'm freaking tired of it. I'm trying to be like my guy right here. Yes.
All you strict form, looking for motherfuckers. Oh, he's not doing that right. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. And fuck you.
But in all seriousness, to wrap this up, I use my YouTube channel as like a visual diary to myself and for the viewers that care to watch, to join me on this journey. And I'm going to vow to you and myself right here, right now, that one day I will get the 6-pack and I will bench 225. That's 245s on each side. I will do it. I'm going to update you guys when it happens. Now, it's not going to be next year, probably. It might not even be the year after that, but it's going to take time, and I'm going to make it happen. I promise. Now, I could have been like most social media people and not upload these results, since everyone wants to appear perfect online, but that's not who I am and not my brand. I want people to watch this and understand it's okay to fail, but not okay to not do anything about it. And although I'm very disappointed in my results and excuses, I do have to say that I still learned a lot and also met a few good people in the gym. You know, nobody really talks to each other at the gym, right? But if you do just ask them a general question or compliment, you know, during their break in between sets. Don't bother people when they're actually doing a set, working out, but you will be surprised how friendly and informative they are. I realized the more I spoke to people, the more I felt less anxious in the gym, since I do think my social anxiety stems from people and not necessarily the weightlifting, as I mentioned on and on. But I just know, and this is going to hit hard, but the older I get as an average man in America, the more guys like us are getting left behind in society. With a great or even decent body, only naturally will follow with respect, attraction, and opportunities from people and in life. For people who've made this a lifestyle and could prove the results, will tell you this is true. The goal is to not love the destination, but continue to enjoy the infinite journey.
I'm Mike Jones, don't act like you don't know the name.
If I don't do it right, it's because I don't want to. Now what the fuck you gonna do?
I am relaxed!
A chill rating for this channel simply means that it was okay, and in regards to my personal review, it's all about the experience I had during these 90 days. It was just okay. It could have been better, I could have been better, but overall, it was okay. My biggest problem with self-development is that I've always lacked discipline, and that's something that I desperately need to work on, for sure. Since I went to Crunch for the first time, I did find that gym or that franchise very helpful. I enjoyed it there for the most part, and I think it was, you know, good for me on like these initial consistent steps on this journey of fitness and well-being, because I don't want to give up. I know I took off a few weeks, a few months, but I'm still making this video to put it out there, to make that promise to you guys, to keep it moving, keep working, keep showing up. Maybe not every day, that is extreme, but still, progress is progress. I always hear that once you finally see those gains and those results, is that with discipline, I feel like it probably does come natural to want to go to the gym every day, because you really love how you look, because you've worked hard for it and you want to keep it. So I do hope to get to that point one day. So yeah, if you support my channel and these personal reviews, make sure to click that subscribe button, make sure to join the channel, join the family, because like I said, I promised I was going to hit that 225, get the abs, although I just said I hated abs. I'm going to still try to make it, not try, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to make it happen. So if you want to subscribe, years on end, I'm going to give you an update. We're going to keep uploading fun reviews. It's going to be a really good time. Make sure to like this video. Comment down below any advice, anything you guys got. Let me know your progress, your status. And like I said, make sure to subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate it. I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.